What's up, it's a Spherical, and welcome to Cute Forest Bus Story. This is a game by Pirate Scarfy on itch.io. It's a twine game. From what I understand, it's pretty short, and hopefully it's cute. It's a cute forest bus story. Let's get into it. 60 pence, please. You hand in your fare and find your way to one of the seats with some other passengers and click your seatbelt on. You drum your feet on the scaly floor. All passengers aboard the Dragon Bus 653 prepare for takeoff. You're cruising along for a while before suddenly an attendant taps your shoulder. Excuse me, but you need to get off at the next stop. What? But I paid full fare. Correction, you paid student fare and did not present your student card. You must get off at the next stop. The bus is swooping into a descent at a lonely-looking bus stop in the middle of a picturesque forest. At last, the bus lands and you get off. The bus is fed some coals, and after a 15-minute break, it takes off again. It's a dragon bus. That is cute. Bother. However, there are some benefits to living in a narrative-driven world. You find your way to the center of the forest and hope to find another 60 pence to get out of here. You're in the middle of the forest. Trees and lush foliage grow all around you, and there are several ways to go. The bus stop is to the south. A magnificent castle stands tall and ivied in the northwest. An odd-looking, colorful machine is in the northeast. A middleman surrounded by electronics and bits and pieces stands to the west. Let's talk to the middle dude. As you approach, the middleman turns and advances on you fiercely. Oh god. He wears a three-cornered hat and an old blue sea captain's coat. Sparks fly from him occasionally. Avast, ye shipmate, you be entering Long John Blue's domain. Whoa, scary. Cool, love the coat. His ferocity seems to subside a bit. It'd be one of my favorites. Nice to meet a lover with a bit of taste. He claps you on the shoulder in a friendly way, nearly pushing you to the ground. He picks up what looks like a broken security camera and tweaks it with a screwdriver. He must be the resident mechanic or something. I've heard you need doubloons to get away from this here forest. Well, pence, but you got the general idea. I would help you, but alas, Jim lad, there be a curse upon me circuitry. I'm not sure what. Oh dear. His head angles to the sky. Only a true love's kiss in the EXE executable format can cure me ailing glitches. Okay. Anyone in mind? Dear God, not me, please, you think. Long John Blue shuffles closer to you. There be a one named Mr. Darcy. Okay, well he's fictional. Long John Blue swats your shoulder, nearly knocking you over. Nay, Jim lad, Mr. _ Darcy. He be Princess Holly's guard bot at her castle yonder. Why can't you get this kiss from him yourself? Long John Blue manages to shuffle metallically. Well, it'd be such a long way to that there castle, to be sure, Jim lad. Oh, right, I see how it is. Okay, man, I'll get you your silicon smooch. Thank you, Jim lad. The middle of the forest is behind you. Okay, let's check the machine before we go to the castle. There's a weird mechanical door here with several colored buttons on the front. Maybe you can press them in an order? Bit of paper here. Litter! Although it's probably very important, you just pick it straight up without looking at it. It's probably locked, yeah. Door is ominously silent and exactly nothing happens. What the heck? Oh well. There's no white. I can't make the ace flag. Dang it. Red, purple, blue? I'm probably not gonna be able. Unless you have a scrap of paper. Unless I just guess. The castle has a neatly trimmed lawn in front of it with rose bushes on either side. A well-dressed android in cravat blocks your way. Halt, commoner. I am Mr. Darcy, defender of this castle and my mistress, Princess Holly. Cool. Can I get past? No, you may not. Unless you have the password. Do you? You get out the scrap of paper and read it out. It just says, password. You look up at him. Are you freaking kidding me? It's modern security for you. The android snatches the scrap out of your hand. I couldn't work out how to change it, alright? He smooths his silk jacket down. Fine, I suppose you may enter. The castle is vast, stone-walled, and warm, with row upon row of potted flowers, plastic trays of cress, trees growing through cracks in the ground, and a peaceful army of butterflies wandering through the air. Looking up, you see a glass ceiling, like a greenhouse. Welcome, traveler. The voice makes you look around wildly, until your eyes land on a particularly large holly bush, or... oh, Princess Holly. The bush turns, revealing a young woman, skin as green as stalks, eyes as red as berries. The vicious Holly grows up her back and crowns her head. She holds a pink watering can. "It's so nice to see new people once in a while," she says, walking towards you. "How may I help?" "Your Highness, sorry to bother you, but do you have any cash?" She has a laugh like a sprinkling of rain. "Oh, darling, I'm royalty. Do you have any cash indeed?" She rummages in the holly on her back and brings out a checkbook. No, sorry, that won't help. I need bus money." "Oh, well, let me have another look." More rummaging brings forth 20 pence. "I do apologize. I buy everything online these days." "Oh, it's better than nothing. Thanks." You bow your head respectfully and move away. "Do come again," the princess calls. Upon getting outside, you remember that weird rule about how you're not supposed to turn your back on royalty. You wonder why the princess didn't object. She's looking at your butt. Oh well, back to the middle of the forest. Okay. I have 20 pence. I mean, I saw... Okay. The castle is... Oh, yes, yeah. The castle is a neatly trimmed lawn in front of it with rose bushes on others. "Halt, commoner! Yeah, whatever." "Mr. Darcy is here." You smirk at Mr. Darcy. "What are you smirking for?" He turns away from you. "I've been talking to Long John Blue." He turns back with a whir of joints and processors. "You have? Not that I care, that is." The air feels a little warmer. Right, he has some glitch problems. Indeed. Which he says can only be solved by True Love's Kiss in the EXE executable format. Oh, infamy! He slaps an anguished hand to his forehead with a clang. Let me friggin' speak, man. He thinks you can help. Mr. Darcy opens a hatch on the back of his head and delicately pulls out a floppy disk. "One moment, please." He retreats to a corner and does something with the disk. At one point it looks like he's whispering to it. He returns, holding it out. "Give this to the noble Long John Blue. I hope it will aid his ailments." He gazes into the distance with a sigh. It's just like in the popular fiction genre that reached its peak in Europe between approximately 1800 and 1850. To think that such a strong, rugged man as he could have feelings for such a waifish, dashingly handsome intellectual type as me. Cool. I'll tell you of any developments. You are true and honorable, my friend. You make your way back to the middle of the forest. "Hey." You hold out the floppy disk. "Here you go." "Is this..." "Aye, thank you, Jim lad." He takes it delightedly and inserts it into the disk drive at the top of his chest. There's a bad quality kiss sound effect and then an audio recording of Mr. Darcy himself. "Meet me outside the castle at midnight tonight. I wish to stroll and converse with you a while. Yours faithfully, Mr. Darcy." You can feel the heat radiating off Long John Blue. Just listen to that blessed voice. I'm overcome that such a gentleman as he can pass his time with the like of a sea dog like myself. Sparks have stopped coming off him. All this time I thought he thought me a common ruffian. This accent's messing me up. He sighs and gazes into the distance. You clear your throat pointedly. I must pay ye shipmate for this kindness." He gives a little shake and whir and dispenses a 20 pence from the slot below his disk drive. "Thanks. Hope the date goes well. You guys seem really cute." "Thank ye again, Jim lad." Aw. I hope the date does go well. Well, I still don't know what the sequence is. I mean, I guess I could just... Let's see. I mean, I'd say that it had something to do with, like, the colors of the characters, but there's no green for Holly. So, blue and purple? No. Okay. Do I go back? Okay. The castle has a neatly trimmed lawn in front of it with rose bushes on either side. On your return, Mr. Darcy practically leaps at you. What did he say? Is he going to... Yes, he's going to meet you. Oh, happy day! Whatever our souls are made of, his and mine are the same! Happy day! Reader, I married him! Happy... You slap him and he stops malfunctioning. Do excuse that, but thank you ever so much. Mr. Darcy seems to be busy on the corner of the lawn, choosing a cravat from a nauseatingly large collection. Princess Holly is here tending to her plants. You approach. How on earth did you get so many? Nice pun. Like I said, online shopping. Such a fun pastime. So, that Mr. Darcy's certainly a character of the princess giggles. He is, isn't he? He was a present from my grandfather when I was a little girl. She smiles fondly. He used to be just like those mindless, dull droids you see in menial labor jobs, but I used to sit with him and read out books and plays in my most dramatic voices, and it had quite an effect on him. I named him after a certain someone from Pride and Prejudice that became one of his favorites. He certainly got the attitude down to a T. The princess laughs. But I think when he met Johnny, he wasn't sure if he wanted to be the strong male lead character anymore. You wonder about the odd couple those droids make. That's a point. How did Johnny or Long John Blue get here? Wanted it from goodness knows where the other month. Probably abandoned, poor love. He saved Darcy, you know. You what? He's a gifted technician. What he was programmed for, I imagine. Darcy had been in a terribly bad way for months, crashing and rebooting all the time. I don't know anything about droids, you see. I had no way to help him, and I was seriously worried that he would... But I noticed Johnny would sit tinkering with those bits and pieces he finds, and I asked if he could help. When he got back, I found Darcy close to a fatal system failure. But Long John Blue got to work right away, and Darcy was completely fine after about half an hour. It's an incredibly cliched and adorable thought. I could just see it. I bet it was so romantic. Far from it. It was like an open surgery. I couldn't watch. After it was over, I thought they would be great friends, but no such luck. I've tried. About that. And you tell her of everything that has happened. The princess is thrilled. Oh, that is marvelous! It's an honestly brilliant thing you've done. The two of them need to be around other droids, I feel. Me and Darcy have always been the best of friends, but I don't really understand how his kind work. I'm not sure if I ever could. There's a pause. Well, I've certainly talked a lot, haven't I? I hope that you get home safely. Oh, incidentally, she takes a scrap of paper from out of her holly and holds it out. Here's the castle's number. Call or visit whenever you like. I don't get many visitors all the way out here. It was lovely talking to you. You take it. Thank you. Okay. So I got Princess Holly's number. Cha-ching. Okay. Preoccupied with carefully knocking out the dents in his metal arms. I have 40 pence. Fortunately, there's no point waiting for the buses. You don't have enough money. There's an old tramp here. The tramp looks at you and shouts. The runaway train came down the track and she smoke on the water. Highway star speed king all by deep. There, Leonardo, take her back again, giving out this rotten to your friend. The picture of Dorian. The two of the cape is I as blood. Do try to remember this, even the world's not so as it is painted. Okay, man, I'm just gonna bye. Oh, this is the clue. Okay, the runaway train came down the track and she... something. Smoke on the water, highway star, and speed king all by deep blue? Something blue. There, Leonardo, take her back again, give not this rotten... orange? Something blue, orange, gray, red as blood. Even this world's not so black as it is painted? Okay, blue, orange, gray, red, black, and then whatever the other one is. I guess. I can try it. Purple? purple, blue, orange, gray, red, black? Damn it. Okay, I need to write this down. The runaway train came down the track and she... Oh, it's not deep blue, it's deep purple. Okay. The runaway train came down the track and she... Blue, purple, orange, gray, red, black? Blue, purple, orange, gray, red, black. Okay, let's try that. Blue, purple, orange, gray, red, black. Yeah! The door rattles, squeaks like a mouse, and swings slowly open with a sound like a heart being horrifically beaten up. You're in! You go through the door and find yourself in a damp cave. In front of you is a little pedestal, and on top of that, a tiny, ornate box. It looks really old. You approach and kneel down, musty air cooling your ears. You touch the box. No traps get set off, so you carefully open the lid. There's a goddamn 20 pence in here. What the heck, man? Why wasn't something cool? Oh, whatever. It's one step closer to getting home. Screw dramatic build-ups. You're out of here. You stomp back to the middle of the forest. Okay, so Long John and Darcy are getting ready for their date. I mean, she gave me her number. Should I... I'm worried about imposing. But I'm ready to go. Oh, just as you start down the path, whoops, you hear a whooshing from above. You look up and see another dragon bus. You leg it the rest of the way, tripping over rocks and scrambling over fallen branches. You skid to a stop in front of a scarily similar-looking attendant from before, twigs and mud sticking to your clothes. Hi! The attendant stares at you. You hold up the money. Please let me on. You cash in your hard-earned cash and get onto the bus. You get Holly's number out of your pocket and smile secretly. The hard-earning part wasn't too hard, you think to yourself. The end! Aww! Yay! Thanks for playing! So that was fun. That was, cute forest bus story. That was a cute story. So I think I got the best ending, maybe? Because I got Holly's number, and Darcy and John are gonna go on a date, and, but yeah, that was awesome! So this was by Pirate Scarfy on itch.io and on Tumblr. So I'm gonna leave all that in the description, but hey, that was lots of fun. I hope this creator is making more stuff. And I appreciated the seamlessness of the genderless protagonist and of the cute little queer relationship in there. And Holly. But alright, thank you guys so much for watching and for checking me out. I'm gonna leave the link to this game and the developer information in the description. And I hope you have a great weekend! Later!